Good Sunday morning. I'm NTV Chief Meteorologist Eddie Shear. Today's the first day of fall, and we have a storm on the way. So I just wanted to do a little bit of a webcast, excuse me, about that for you, and sort of let you know what the progress of the storm has been and what the developments have been over the weekend, because there certainly have been some. What you're looking at here is generally the setup. Got a low coming up from the south, trough or a low coming in from the west, and they're going to merge over Newfoundland and give the area lots of rain, lots of wind, and potentially some high surf as well. Here's where our storm is right now. You can see it here in the clouds. This is infrared satellite imagery, so it's showing essentially cloud temperatures. The brighter the clouds, the higher they are, thus the stronger the rainfall potentially in the clouds. And it also shows you what's going on. So here's our front, here's our low, and these two are going to combine to give us a good deal of rainfall as we go into tomorrow afternoon and Tuesday. And taking a look at the actual setup, I don't have a front drawn on here, but you can sort of follow the mouse cursor. Cold front sort of runs all the way down from the northeast to the Gulf Coast like that. And then here is our area of low pressure. And here's an area of high pressure. And winds around highs flow like this, and winds around lows flow like that. So around a high, it goes clockwise, and around a low, it goes counterclockwise. And when you have a high sitting here, which it is, can't really move anywhere. Well, this high can't move anywhere because it's being blocked to the east. So it's like stationary, we'll call it. And then you have the front here, and then the low here. So this front is going to move to about the west coast of Newfoundland and get hung up. This low will then go in between the front and the low, merge with the front, and then we have lots of rain, lots of wind, and this will get going as far as time frame. Looks like tomorrow afternoon for many, lingering into Tuesday night and winding down by early Tuesday morning. Today, though, not looking bad at all. Temperatures are mild across Newfoundland, 19 near St. John's as we get up toward Grand Falls and Windsor, looking at temperatures into the 20s, teens on the south coast. We're also seeing some cloud cover along the south coast as well, and some scattered clouds on the Avalon. Looks like the northwest corner of Newfoundland. Very nice and sunny today. And up into Labrador, looking at some clouds, but comfortable temperatures into the teens, and then a little bit colder as we get into eastern Quebec. So breaking down what's going to be happening for you in a way that makes sense from the viewer's perspective. Let's talk about that. So, excuse me while I get this set for you. Okay, so what we're looking at here, this is a computer model from AMEC, but all you need to know is it's showing what the radar would look like. So the green blobs, rain, the brighter the colors, the heavier the rain. So by 9:30 tomorrow morning, potentially some light rainfall on the south coast, which is certainly a good possibility with the southwesterly flow we have. Part of the reason we're seeing the clouds today. Other areas, though, should be dry, maybe a few sprinkles, but nothing overly impressive. As we go into lunchtime tomorrow, this is valid 12:30. Looks like some heavier rain getting into Port aux Basques. Other areas pretty dry, and looks like some more potentially heavy rain up toward Deer Lake. Notice the sort of little bubbles here, indicating to me that some of the showers we may see tomorrow could be thunderstorms, so we might even get a few lightning strikes tomorrow, at least early on. The rain will begin to overspread the island from southeast, southwest to northeast by the afternoon. So notice that heaviest rain by tomorrow is still over the southwest coast, and lighter rainfall or no rainfall eastward. This is 6:30 tomorrow night. The heavy rain now extending from the Burin Peninsula up toward the Deer Lake area. And this area of rain will generally push toward the northeast as we do go into the overnight. So some areas will see the heavy rain for several hours, other areas just lasting for a couple of hours. This is 9:30 tomorrow night, looking like St. John's, just about getting into the rainfall, knocking on the door, southern part of the Avalon, getting in the rain. It looks like the rain is lightened up a bit on the Burin. And then for central and we'll just call it central parts of the island, the rain is coming down pretty heavily. By midnight, that heavy rain band has pushed offshore, off of the Avalon, I should say, and it looks like the extreme northern coastline still seeing some of that heavy rain, and that will continue to lift off toward the north. This is 3:30 now, Tuesday morning. This last frame was from midnight or 12:30 Tuesday morning, and then that heavy rain continues to lift on north, and by 6:30 Tuesday morning, much of the island is just left with the cloudy, showery, but very mild conditions behind the front. Excuse me, behind the rain band. The other factor of this will be wind, and I'll touch on that in just a second. But this is total precipitation amounts through 60 hours, so this will be valid. This is how much rain we've seen by 6:30 Tuesday evening, and you can see the bullseye there on the south coast. That dark purple color looks like between 75, looks like upwards of 75 millimeters, perhaps more. I think that might be a bit overdone, but you can see, I mean, any of this purple here is between, looks like 35 and 50 millimeters of rain. So yes, we are going to see quite a bit of rain tomorrow, but a lot of it should come down within a few hour period. So that's my main concern with that. The other area of concern is going to be wind gusts, so we'll talk about that now as well. There is a wreck house wind warning in effect for tonight for the southwest coast, or for obviously the wreck house area, excuse me, Port Basque, and that's for tonight into tomorrow afternoon. This is wind speeds. I'll just skip ahead here, so bear with me. This is valid 9:30 tomorrow morning, and these blue colors are upwards of 60 kilometers per hour, and then as you get into these lighter blues at 70 and perhaps 80. So even though the model isn't showing very high wind speeds, impressive wind speeds I should say, for the wreck house area, they will be blown pretty hard tomorrow morning. And then essentially what happens is the highest wind speeds will then correspond with the heaviest rainfall, sort of almost side by side. So as we go into the overnight hours, this is 9:30 Monday night. That's when we get the heaviest rain right along the eastern parts of the island, and the highest wind speeds as well. This is showing 80 to perhaps 90 kilometer per hour gusts for much of eastern Newfoundland from Monday night, from early Monday evening, and then the wind speeds will wind down by early Tuesday morning. This is 3:30 a.m. Those high winds have now pushed offshore, but they're still gusting pretty high, 90 to over 100 kilometers per hour, along with that heavy rain. So again, the timing for all of this looks to be tomorrow on the west coast in the morning, and then spreading into the rest of Newfoundland tomorrow evening and tomorrow overnight, Monday night. So in St. John's, looks like the rain holds off until 4 or 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, and then is done before we get up for work Tuesday morning. And it will also get quite windy, but it's going to stay warm as well. So that's where we're at right now. I'll obviously be back on NTV tomorrow at 5:30 for First Edition with Tony Marie, and then the evening news hour at 6 o'clock. So I will see you then, and I'll have some updates between now and then as well on Facebook and Twitter. So be sure to stay informed, stay alert. But overall, this is not looking like anything we can't handle, but it is going to be a bit of a nuisance, we'll say, tomorrow and tomorrow night. So enjoy your first day of fall, and I'll see you tomorrow.